everyone, my name is Ruby and I am on my honeymoon with my husband Christian. We are in Cinque Terre and I'll tell you a little bit about Cinque Terre. So Cinque Terre is actually a national park that consists of 5 different towns, hence Cinque Terre. And this one is Manarola. Manarola is home to 200 residents, which is 200 people live here permanently. Everybody else that is here are tourists. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick show of what the view is like from our balcony of Manarola. So come on back. So as you can see, lots of beautiful hiking trails. We actually hiked this morning from Corniglia to Manarola, and that took us about 2.5 hours. I will take you back inside and show you what I'm going to make today. So as many of you already know, I love to cook, and whenever I visit a new place, I take the opportunity to visit local markets, grocery stores, any type of place that sells food or local ingredients, I will be there. So on the first day that we got to Manarola, I did exactly that. I went to the local grocery store, tiny little place, to see what they had and what I could work with. So I bought a few ingredients, really being inspired from the culture and the restaurants that we had been to so far. I had noticed that at every menu, you would see pesto on the menu. Pesto and seafood. And so I definitely wanted to make a dish with pesto in it. I was a little bit sick of seafood, which is hard for me to say, so I went ahead and bought some chicken. I also bought some fresh tomatoes, a lemon, garlic of course, lettuce. We have some sun-dried tomatoes. I actually had gone back for more. And then pesto that is freshly made by the store owner. I didn't have the time to make my own pesto, but I have before. And I'm actually taking a class here in Manarola tomorrow on how to make pesto the traditional way. I'm super excited to toast some fresh focaccia bread. So this is super buttery. It's already amazing as it is, so I don't know what I can add to it really, but I think I'm gonna toast it and stir it with some balsamic. So what I'm going to make is some tossed fettuccine in pesto with sun-dried tomatoes, and I will top it with grilled chicken on top. I'm going to make a side salad of tomatoes and lettuce with a lemon, garlic, olive oil dressing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to boil my pasta. So I think total I spent about 25 euro for all of this. And that included a bottle of wine and a few beers as well. So this is definitely a lot cheaper than going out to a restaurant. So I seasoned my water with a lot of salt. I have always been told to season it to the point where it tastes like the sea. So that's what I'm doing. So now this will be heating up as well. I'm gonna go ahead and add some olive oil so that I can get ready to cook the chicken when this is hot. And while that's happening, I'm going to season my chicken. So let's see. The salt is a little humid, so I'm gonna add first some salt. I'll do this to both sides. I'm going to add some garlic powder. I'm going to add a little bit of chili powder. I think that's what it is. And then I'm going to turn that around so that I season the other side. Oh, there's multiple. Go check it out. So the pasta isn't gonna take too long to cook, so I want to make sure I'm checking it so that I don't overcook it. I'm going to create a vinaigrette for my salad. For the dressing, I will start with olive oil. I'm going to add the garlic. I'm going to add some rosemary because why not? Salt. And last but not least, we want to add some lemon zest and some lemon juice. I think that should be, I don't want too much because I don't want it to be bitter. But we are going to use this in here. So fresh. I'm gonna let that sit until we have to use it. The flavor's out there. I'm gonna get started on this part. Yeah, there we go, perfect. While that is cooking, I will start on the salad. Oh, much better. It really does need a couple of minutes. While that finishes up, I'm going to slice sun-dried tomatoes. These taste so fresh. I feel like this almost makes the whole dish. There's so much flavor in each of these. Yeah, that's good. And put it back in there. I'm gonna let it sit. And then I'm gonna add this garlic that we had talked about earlier. I'm gonna add it in this remaining oil. Just saute it really quick. Eventually I'm going to add the focaccia bread back in here, but I'm gonna take out the garlic. I'm gonna use it though, so I'm gonna take it out. So that if I keep it in here too long, it will get bitter. So you don't wanna do that. Actually, I think I'm gonna take it out now. And I'll just put it right over the chicken so that we make sure we don't waste it. I do want to keep that. So with the remaining oil, now that it's a garlic oil, we're going to toast the bread. I'm gonna take this out so I can keep using the pan, but it's good enough for sure. put that there. So I'm going to add more olive oil to the pan. And I'm using a lot because it's going to be part of the sauce for the pesto. I'm going to add in here the sun-dried tomatoes. They don't really need to be cooked. I just want to warm them up and make sure that they're mixing in with the rest of the flavor. Going to add the pesto. I'm going to add all of it. Really just 1 minute. I'm going to slice this chicken now. See all that juice? I didn't want to slice it right away because I didn't want to get rid of that juice. Okay. So now, I can toss in this pasta. Okay, so I'm gonna take this out of the stove because I don't want it to overcook. So I'm actually just gonna start plating it now. I still want the fire though. Okay, there's so much flavor left in here from the chicken, the garlic, the sun-dried tomatoes, the pesto. So I'm not gonna waste any of that flavor. I'm going to try to reduce this balsamic vinaigrette and have it eat up all of that flavor. So this will only cook for about 5 minutes, but what it's going to do, it's going to get thicker and it's going to absorb all of that flavor, and then we're going to add it on top of our bread. So here we have that chicken that we just made. We are going to add the dressing that we made earlier to the salad. Perfect. Put it in here. And we'll check on the balsamic, see how it's coming along. All right, so now this balsamic has been reduced, has picked up all of the flavor. And what we're going to do with this is we're gonna just pour it right over the bread. It's going to have some really great flavor. Let's try this. I think Christian's the one that wants to eat the most right now, but sorry. I'll make sure I get some chicken in there. It smells so good. It's great. I think I overcooked the pasta by like a minute, literally like by 60 seconds. It still tastes really good. The chicken It was amazing. I actually hadn't had chicken this whole trip because it's seafood everywhere, which I love seafood, but I was missing chicken and beef, so I'm really glad I got that. Bread, nice and warm. So much flavor. The salad, let's see. Really good. You can really taste the lemon and the garlic coming together and the rosemary in there. It was a really good idea. So I'm gonna call Christian so that he can enjoy this food with me. And I hope to send you all another video soon. Thanks for watching.